Cliff Richard's life was a delicate balance between public adoration and private longing. While the world saw a clean-cut pop idol, a man whose image rarely sparked scandal, his heart carried hidden ache. He never married, never had children, yet love touched him profoundly, quietly shaping the man behind the fame. From his earliest encounters with kindred spirits to his relentless pursuit of music, Cliff's journey is as much about personal resilience as it is about stardom. This is a story of unfulfilled longing, groundbreaking artistry, and an unwavering commitment to selfhood that made Cliff Richard an icon in Britain and beyond, both on stage and in life. A secret love for decades, Cliff Richard harbored a quiet love that the tabloids never exposed. In 1971, he met Olivia Newton-John on his television show, and instantly felt a connection that went beyond friendship. Though deeply enamored, the circumstances made it impossible. Olivia was engaged to Bruce Welch, Cliff's longtime bandmate. Respecting boundaries, he kept his feelings hidden, carrying the weight of unspoken love. Even after Olivia's breakup, he maintained distance, preserving both the friendship and the dignity of all involved. For over 40 years, their bond endured in private and creative collaboration, culminating in one final duet in 2015. Their relationship remained a bittersweet testament to love's subtle persistence, quietly shaping Cliff's emotional world without ever becoming public drama. Early life and displacement. Born Harry Roger Webb on October 14, 1940, in Lucknow, British India, Cliff's childhood unfolded amid war and colonial decline. His early years were framed by privilege, yet they were interrupted by global upheaval. By 1948, his family evacuated India, boarding a crowded ship for post-war England. The transition was jarring, from verandas and servants to rationing, cold homes, and scarcity. Young Harry had to navigate a world that no longer felt like home. These experiences planted resilience, shaping his adaptability and inner strength. The boy who felt dislocated and unmoored eventually became someone capable of extraordinary focus and determination. In this disorientation, the first seeds of Cliff Richard, the performer, survivor, and innovator, were quietly planted, ready to emerge on a stage far from the comforts of his early childhood. Breaking British rock, in 1958, Cliff recorded Move It, a raw and rhythmic song that marked a turning point in British music. Unlike the polished pop tunes dominating the charts, Move It carried youthful defiance and authenticity. BBC Radio's Jack Good recognized its originality, flipping it from a B-side to airplay prominence. The song soared to number 2 in the UK charts, establishing Cliff as Britain's first homegrown rock sensation. Unlike imitators, he crafted an identity rooted in post-war reality, bridging the gap between American imports and British youth. His presence, energy, and movement on stage revolutionized live performance, inspiring both admiration and obsession among fans. This wasn't just a musical success, it was a cultural awakening, giving British teenagers a voice, a style, and an icon to call their own. Early film success. Cliff didn't just dominate music, he reshaped British cinema as well. Beginning with Serious Charge and Espresso Bongo in 1959, he demonstrated depth and risk-taking that set him apart. These films weren't mere showcases. They reflected social critique, cultural commentary, and artistic courage. In The Young Ones, 1961, Cliff's presence resonated with Britain's post-war youth, portraying idealism, rebellion, and collective energy. Hits like When the Girl in Your Arms and The Young Ones soundtrack cemented his status. Then came Summer Holiday, 1963, a cinematic and musical explosion of optimism, travel, and adventure. The film's box office and soundtrack success made Cliff more than a singer. He became the embodiment of youth culture itself. He had achieved what few could, bridging music and cinema while maintaining authenticity and generational influence. Faith and transformation. In 1966, Cliff shocked fans by publicly declaring his Christian faith at Earl's Court with evangelist Billy Graham. This was not a calculated publicity stunt, but the culmination of a private, spiritual journey. At a time when pop culture embraced rebellion, psychedelia, and experimentation, Cliff chose discipline, moral clarity, and devotion. While some criticized or distanced themselves from him, Cliff embraced his identity fully, integrating his faith into his music and life without seeking to become a religious celebrity. Tracks like "Why Should the Devil Have All the Good Music" hinted at his internal shift. His choice demonstrated that authenticity could coexist with success, showing the world that personal belief need not be compromised for fame. Cliff's faith became a stabilizing anchor, providing purpose, liberation, and a foundation for longevity in a constantly evolving industry. Global recognition. Cliff's true international breakthrough came with "We Don't Talk Anymore" in 1979, a sleek, synth-driven breakup ballad. It became a #1 hit in the UK and a top 10 hit in the US, selling over 5 million copies globally. This success re-established Cliff as a contemporary artist capable of connecting with new generations while retaining older fans. It wasn't nostalgia, it was relevance. Critics, once skeptical, began to appreciate his artistry, realizing he was a serious musician, not merely a teenage idol. For nearly 2 decades, he had persisted in crafting music true to himself. This accomplishment solidified Cliff's status as a multi-generational phenomenon, proving that staying authentic and evolving thoughtfully could yield both commercial success and critical recognition. Longevity and cultural impact. Cliff Richard's career exemplifies rare longevity. He navigated decades of shifting tastes, cultural revolutions, and technological changes without losing his core identity. Unlike many contemporaries who chased fleeting trends, he maintained consistency in values, artistry, and public demeanor. He bridged generations, from the screaming teenagers of 1959 to adults introducing their children to his music in the 1980s and beyond. His ability to remain relevant while adhering to his beliefs inspired respect and admiration. Cliff's influence wasn't just musical. It reshaped British youth culture, live performance standards, and the relationship between faith and fame. He proved that an artist could be commercially successful, morally grounded, and emotionally resonant simultaneously, a rare synthesis in the entertainment world. Enduring legacy. Cliff Richard's life and career offer a blueprint for resilience, integrity, and reinvention. He carried private heartbreak, including unfulfilled love, while creating public joy through music and cinema. He challenged expectations of pop stars, blending artistry, faith, and emotional honesty in ways few could. From pioneering British rock to conquering film, from quietly asserting personal beliefs to sustaining global relevance, his journey is defined by courage, authenticity, and persistence. Cliff Richard didn't just entertain, he inspired, shaped culture, and provided a voice for generations. His story reminds us that true greatness lies not just in fame or hits, but in living authentically, embracing love, and evolving without compromise, leaving an enduring mark on music, cinema, and the hearts of millions.